Hello everybody and welcome to my brand new series. I am your host Crosses and welcome to my YouTube channel and the brand new series. Nope. Hello everybody, I am your host Crosses and welcome to my brand new series. I am going to be doing a playthrough of none other than Fire Emblem Three Houses. But seeing as I have played through this game a couple of times before, I'm adding a little bit of a twist to this game. Every character that I will be using, I am going to take their worst stat, and that's what I'm going to build their class around. All, of course, except Byleth, the main character. All the students, I'm going to be using their weakest stats and building their class around that. Meaning that if a character's worth stat and worth growth stat is in the magic stat, then I will be building them as a mage, and if the character's worth stat and worst growth stat is in strength, they'll be more of a fighting or weapon-oriented build. So, without any further ado, let's get into a brand new series. Now, it is going to be New Game Plus, just to make the game a little quicker for me. And because I'm playing it the way I'm playing it, I'm just going to play in Classic mode. Now, you may be saying like, hey, you know, that's what babies do, but that's okay. I'm looking for a new take on the series. So let's just watch this opening cutscene here. One thing I do really like about this game are these little cutscenes. I do think they did a pretty good job doing this. In fact, I may need to... I'm going to lower the volume even more. So we're just going to let this play out. Yeah, so a little bit about this game. For those of you who don't know, Fire Emblem is one of my favorite game series out there. There have been some okay games, but I've enjoyed all of the games nonetheless. I have been playing since the Sacred Stones came out, Fire Emblem Sacred Stones, which, if I remember correctly, I believe was back in like 2006 or something. Let's see, 2004. So I've been playing this game series for 17 years. And I was super excited for when this game first came out. I love the fight scene. I love the animation they have here. I don't know, there's just something about it. It looks so clean and crisp. Oh, she's done with him. It's like, no weapons for either of us. I'll take you in hand-to-hand combat.
Tell me, Nemesis, do you recall the Red Canyon? You'll die. Die.
It's so brutal.
You took everything that I loved.
It's so brutal. But she is victorious. So, I have already decided the house I'm going to play and the characters I have decided to use on this, or in this challenge. And we'll get a little bit more into that once we actually get into the game here.
What could have brought you here? I wonder how you got in here. It is most rude to interrupt a moment of repose. Very rude indeed. Now come to me. I wish to have a look at you.
So I am going to be playing male Byleth. And I'm also going to stick with the name Byleth. I just think it works.
I've seen the likes of you before. Who are you anyway?
Okay, who are we? Are we a ghost, a demon? I'd say it's just... We're immortal. We're immortal.
I see. Then you must have a name of sorts. Go on.
Yeah, like I said, we're just going to stick with Byleth.
Huh. I shall not ever grow accustomed to the sound of human names. You must possess a day of birth as well. Beneath which moon and on what day were you born to this world?
Ooh, okay. What should the birthday be? Alright, which ones sound... Okay, so we got Guardian Moon, Ethereal Moon, Red Wolf Moon, Wyvern Moon, Horsebow Moon, Verdant Rain Moon, Blue Sea Moon, Garland Moon, Harpstring Moon, Great Tree Moon, the Lone Moon, a Pegasus Moon. I kind of like Wyvern, the Wyvern Moon. We're gonna go with my favorite number, 13. So we were born Wyvern Moon on the 13th day.
It seems we share our day of birth. How strange. It all feels so familiar. I think it may be time for yet another nap. It is almost time to begin.
So, each of these episodes, I'm probably going to have be around 20 to 30 minutes.
Time to wake up.
Seeing as this is the first episode and there's a prologue to get through and a bunch of other stuff, this one may be a little bit longer.
Dream again?
But most of these episodes tend to going to be around 20 to 30 minutes long. So, were we having that dream again? I was dreaming about a war, or I was dreaming about a young girl. Oh, that's kind of sus. It's kind of sus. I was dreaming about a war.
Massive armies clashing on a vast field, right? There hasn't been a battle like that in over 3 centuries. In any case, just put that out of your mind for now. The battlefield is no place for idle thoughts. Risking your life is part of the job for mercenaries like us. Letting your mind wander is a sure way to get yourself killed. Okay, time to get moving. Our next job is in the kingdom. I told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn.
Alright. So, just for the dialogue, I'll probably stay a little quiet during the dialogue. Let's see. Told you before, it's far from here, so we'll need to leave at dawn. Of course.
Oh, good grief. Everyone is already waiting for us outside.
Gerald, sir. Sorry to barge in, but your presence is needed.
What's happened?
Uh-oh.
Please forgive our intrusion. We wouldn't bother you with a situation not dire.
What do a bunch of kids like you want at this hour?
We're being pursued by a group of bandits. I can only hope that you will be so kind as to lend your support.
Bandits? Here?
It's true. They attacked us while we were at rest in our camp.
We've been separated from our companions and we're outnumbered. They're after our lives, not to mention our gold.
I'm
So
impressed
here,
you're staying so
we have
calm
Claude,
considering the situation.
Dimitri, and Edelgard.
Wait, that uniform.
Bandit spotted just outside
And
the
we
village.
are going to be joining Edelgard
There were a lot of
in her class.
I guess they followed you all the way here. We can't abandon this village now. Come on, let's move. Hope you're ready.
Now, I am not going to spoil which ending I'm going for. Just know that Edelgard's route does have a diverging path. And as you can see, I've put a couple hundred hours into the game. 100 on one save file and about 60 on a different one. So this will be our brand new story. that you guys will be here with. So this just kind of gets the lay of the land. Since I'm going to be using Edelgard and
Let's take care of those
Byleth, my
thieves before they
character,
overrun the village.
I'm just gonna
Take down the enemy's
basically
front
trade
first.
Dimitri's
That
item
should take
and
the wind
Claude's
out of their
item
sails.
away from them, and just let and just let these two fight. So yeah, there are bows in this game, spears, and axes, swords, all that fun stuff. So we are gonna do that.
It's because of you guys that I'm not dead right now. Thanks for that. I didn't expect to run into mercenaries like you in some remote village. The gods of fortune must be smiling on me.
Alright, that's that. I think we'll let Edelgard here attack first. Now, there are a couple different things we have here. So there are combat arts, which allow us to basically use more durability of the weapon to do more damage or do extra things. For the axe, and what Edelgard has right now, it is Smash. It basically increases my hit chance, crit chance, and damage. So we are going to do that. And her crest activate for a 72 crit at level 1. A 72 crit at level 1. That is insane. Yeah. So each weapon does have durability. Once it does reach 0, it breaks, but you don't get rid of it in this game. It just becomes unusable. And basically reduces the damage, and reduces all the stats on it. So that's that. Different battle phases.
Thank you.
Talk
We are in
here.
your debt. It wouldn't do for us to fall in a place like this. Please, lend us your strength. Let's work together to drive out these thieves.
And then give them the items.
Stay focused.
And then we will
You
talk
have
with
a
her.
strange aura about you. You say
Oops, I accidentally skipped over that. So yeah, so we're going to be using these two characters in this battle. We are going to leave the other two down
We'll
there
advance
doing
while
their own
protecting
thing.
ourselves from the enemy. Take up position inside the forest.
So, different terrains have different effects. So this terrain here increases quite a few things. It's the defensive terrain. So if I put my character in here, it increases,
If we're in the
it
forest,
decreases
we
my
can
chance of
sustain
getting
your
hit.
attacks without losing the advantage.
Different types of terrain do different types of things. For strategic, so that guy will come after us here. There we go. So, we'll have this bandit attack Edelgard here. Massive damage, 16. The axe does so much damage. It's just hard to hit. Sword does mediocre damage, but it's a well-rounded weapon. Does good damage with good accuracy, where the lance, I believe, does the least amount of damage, but with the highest accuracy.
This is a fine opportunity. It's the combat arts I taught you.
Alright, so these combat arts here. So this C increases my hit chance and my attack. Uses more durability on my weapon, but that is okay.
Should I have held back?
Now, one thing to notice here as well, I just want to hit at the another crit. Another crit.
Well, how was that?
So, there's also class mastery, and once you master a class, you do get additional stat boosts from that class that you can equip to your character. So, Mystery Crest.
As expected.
Alright, so far, I don't believe any of them are level 2 yet. Okay, he's starting to move. Now, what I want to avoid is him getting any of the kills, because then that's less experience for me. We are going to use a healing item. Yeah, so we don't want Geralt to have any of the kills, because then we don't get the experience. He's a NPC, basically. We can't play as him. He is a green unit. He is an ally. He will help us, but at the same time, it doesn't necessarily help us, if that makes sense.
Attack
So,
when an ally is nearby, and the enemy will be intimidated, making them easier to hit.
linked attacks, yes. And then items as well. So what we want to do here... I don't think we'll be able to kill him there. Yeah. Ooh, this might leave me open though, because if I attack with a bow... Alright, let's try this. We'll use a bow here. That gets Edelgard up to level 2. So with Edelgard, we're going to be using her as a magic user. Just because magic is going to be her lowest stat. Oh, I got that wrong. I take that back. The lance has better damage, lower accuracy. So I think we'll take him out with this. Yeah.
You fought well.
So that gets Byleth up to level 2 as well.
Such power dwell.
Okay. Now, the Axe character is probably going to attack Edelgard here. Ooh, that one hurt. Okay. No, the Axe character does attack Byleth. Okay. So that's good and bad. Byleth is low, but that leaves... No, Geralt can't attack him from here. Yes, he can. Never mind. Oh, is he gonna steal my kill? Oh, he's gonna steal my kill.
I'm caught up in the mess you started.
Okay, good. He doesn't get the kill. Woo. All right, we're okay. Question is, who do I want to give the kill to? I think I want to give it to Byleth here. We'll take the bow and the heals.
Careful now.
What are the odds that I miss? Let's not risk it. And with that, the prologue chapter is done. Byleth is level 3.
We must all do our part.
So we get an iron axe from him. Send that to the convoy. Here's another cool little cutscene that I enjoy. This is where our powers manifest.
Honestly, what are you accomplishing with that little stunt? It's like you're trying to get me killed, you fool. Well, it's fine. After all, if you don't know the value of your own life, you're not going to protect it very well, are you? Course not. Well then, I guess it's up to me to guide you from now on, right? You can call me Sothis. But I'm also known as the Beginning.
And now we have unlocked the power to rewind time. Almost.
Sothis. Yes, that is it. My name is Sothis. And I am also called the Beginning. But who once called me that?
Sothis.
I was not able to recall my name until just now. And just like that, it came to me. How odd. That look upon your face. Did you think me a child? A mere child who forgot her own name? Phooey! That child just saved your life. And what does that make you?
I am no child. I'm less than a child. That makes me less than a child?
Correct.
Oh, that Sothis likes
understand.
that.
You threw yourself before an axe to save just one young girl. Yet all is well, as I have stalled the flow of time for now. You would have died had I not intervened.
Thank you.
There
We will
now.
show our
If
gratitude.
gratitude's so much to ask. I did deem you worth saving after all. Though it is only momentary, time has stopped. However did I manage that?
Oh, what will happen when time resumes? Let's do that.
When
We understand time
begins
travel.
again, the axe will tear into your flesh, and you will surely meet your end.
That's a blunt way to put it. That is a very blunt way to
How
put it.
rude of you to drag me into this. Now what to do?
Turn back the hands of time, baby.
I must turn back the hands of time. Yes, I do believe it can be done.
It's been so long since I've seen it. So I got this game 2 years ago, actually, is when it came out almost.
You are aware of what's to come, which means
So I got this
the
game
heads up this time.
when it first came out and played through it
Now go.
like nonstop.
Yes, you who
So I'm
bears the
like
flames within,
reliving all of these
drift
things.
through the flow of time to find the answers that you seek.
Like all these little cutscenes here and there. Ooh. We have the ability. Parry this, you filthy casual.
Hey, over here!
Yay! We did it. We saved the day.
Hey, did you just...
The Knights of Seros are here. We'll cut you down for terrorizing our students.
And they're a little late to the
thieves
party.
are running away. Go after them.
Little late to the party here.
The students seem to be unharmed. And who's this?
Why him?
Stage complete. A skirmish at dawn. Alright, there we go. So that is the prologue done. The prologue chapter done. We shall save.
Captain Gerald? It is you. Goodness, it's been ages. Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man. Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois. Just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary. One who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
I am a bandit. Oh, he
Great
liked that
sense of
one. He
humor,
liked my
this
joke.
Clearly cut from the same cloth as the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you?
Of course we will. That's what this game's all about, us
What's
being a
trouble,
teacher.
Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Seros.
Knights of Saros. They do seem rather skilled.
So where'd that noise come
It
from?
seems your presence is required. Get going.
Oh, we look so confused there. Like, where's this noise coming from?
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Saros.
I've been
Oft
pronouncing it
praised as
Gerald,
the
haven't I?
strongest knight to
Gerald.
ever live.
Gerald's the
Have I missed
pronunciation.
anything? You haven't heard of the Knights of Saros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fodlan.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garrigmach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy
He's the
Kingdom of
prince
Vargas
of
is a
one
diamond
nation,
with
she's the
exceptional
princess of
capabilities
another,
itself.
and he is,
Consider
Claude,
returning to the kingdom with me?
is
Whoa there.
a leader of
Too
some sort of the
shy.
other nation,
Trying to
I guess
recruit
is how you
someone
can,
just met.
you can say.
Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
Ooh, okay. So yeah, so the Adrestian Empire, that is where Edelgard will be the ruler of. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is Dimitri, and the Leicester Alliance is Claude. As I've mentioned before, we are going to be using Edelgard this route, so we are going to choose
A
her.
wise choice. Though the Empire has fallen from its former glory, the other regions are merely offshoots that pale in comparison.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Yes.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
my, they are in such a hurry. You know, each of the three is most unique.
Yes, 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 yes. She is a refined young woman, but I feel as though she was always evaluating me. Let's see what we have to think about Dimitri. He seems quite sincere, but I sense darkness lurking beneath. And last but not least, Claude. His easy smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping, but
And then she trails off, and we are alone in our own head. All right. And I believe this starts part one. Yeah.
White clouds.
White
Great tree moon.
clouds.
3 houses.
I love the narrator. I gotta look up who he is. I like his voice.
The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree.
Love the imagery. I love like the old picture book-esque
said to be protected by
thing they got going on there.
Has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance.
Leicester
Once
Alliance.
consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
Ooh, another cutscene. Another cutscene. I love it. It looks so good.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough.
Honestly, I wouldn't mind seeing like an anime or something made out of this game. I honestly think that would be so much fun to watch.
There
Whose
it is.
story they would decide to follow,
Very
I'm not
nice
sure,
monastery.
but I still think it would make for like a great show. Ooh. The blushing. I'm like reliving this all again from when I first watched it. It's... I don't know, it's... all these feelings I had when I first played this game are coming, are like rushing back to me.
I wonder, did the flow of time bring you here?
She knows something that we don't. Oh, if only my Switch didn't load fast enough, I could get me to
It's been
little me to
years
run
since
across
I've
the
last
bottom.
set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now.
You've been here before?
I've never spoken of this to you before, but many years ago, I was a knight here. I reported to the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
How dare you not tell us, Dad? The Archbishop?
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Seteth. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois.
What is your name?
My name
A fine name indeed.
is Violet,
From the bottom of my
puppeteered by
heart,
the
I
one
thank
called
you for saving those
Crosses.
students of the Officers' Academy.
Oh,
Gerald.
Gerald doesn't
You
like
already
it
know what
here.
I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no,
Oops. Uh-oh.
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
Rhea is such an interesting character. I'm not gonna spoil anything
but...
for you guys. Even though this
Force
game has been
back
out for
into
2
the
years,
Knights of Seros.
I don't want to spoil anything.
I'm sorry
Just
I
sit
dragged you
back,
into
watch
this.
along for the
Looks like
ride,
I'll
see
be
the things
stuck
that
here for a
unfold.
while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here? As a mercenary?
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the officers.
Those
Academy,
brats. I mean, that's a
right?
good way to put it.
Well, the academy
Those
just
brats.
happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So,
That jerk.
You must be the new professor. My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck.
Oh, he's just pawning
And
them both on us.
Watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Of course.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
Now,
Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress.
we'll get
and
into
a
crests a
variable.
little bit
It's
later,
nice to
but
meet you.
playing on New Game Plus, I have access to things you wouldn't necessarily have if you were playing for the first time.
Of course. Before
But
I came
more about that
here,
later.
I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middle Franc Opera Company is beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela.
Manuela,
Now then, it
please.
seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain. The Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next Emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader this year is Prince Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next Emperor, King, and Sovereign Duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way.
I like the way she
suggest you try
thinks.
spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck.
you'll need it.
Have you
That
no
sounded
intention
ominous.
of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't
Yeah,
say
we are
that's all too
capable.
comforting.
We can do
How
this.
trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
These are like some
That
cult
matter is of
level
great importance
vibes
as well.
that I'm
I shall
getting right
continue
now.
my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
There he is. Look at that. We can jump. We finally got to a part where I can't load fast. All right. Well, while this loads, that is going to do it for the first episode of our new series, Fire Emblem Three Houses, but with the worst possible classes we can choose from. I'm not going to skip it. I'm just pausing it here. So next episode we'll start with this. But thank you so much for watching the first episode, everyone. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow for the next episode. Thanks so much for watching the video. If you guys did enjoy, don't forget to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you did enjoy this video. I look forward to seeing and hearing from you guys in the future. And I will see you tomorrow in the next video.